Hey, my friends. Welcome to Live at the Ginger Cat Lady's Craft Table. I'm Pam, the Ginger Cat Lady. Harley, the Ginger Cat. Yeah, I don't know. Skella, the Black Cat. Yeah, she's back here bugging me already. And next to me, we have Miss Denise from Bone Tired Travelers. Y'all know her from hanging out on my channel.
Hey, y'all.
Welcome, Jenny. Welcome, Danny Dizzle. Welcome, Lynn. Hey, Linda. Linda Tolman's here.
Oh, she did come. She loves me. She really loves me.
She does love you. She really does love you. Alrighty, so I'm just going to be working on welcome controversial cruising.
That is my
Welcome.
friend Scott. He's the one I do the trivia with on every other Thursday night when I'm off.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, he is in.
He's saying Denise is the best.
Oh. I paid him, but don't ask how much.
Hey, Lydia. Right. Linda says, I do love you. I really do. I really do. All right. You want to tell them what you're going to be working on?
I brought my tatting out because why not? Nobody else can do it. If I screw up, nobody knows, right?
Right. Nobody. Yeah. Well, there might be a few that show up from my channel that do, but most of us don't know.
I've got a card over here I need to make for my daughter-in-law. Today is her birthday, but I'm not going to see her till Sunday, so I have time. And just goofing off, that kind of thing. Right now I'm sharing. Yeah, just goofing off. I found a die that I forgot I had that I'm going to tear apart real quick. Anyway.
All righty. Oh, hey, Cheryl. Haven't seen you in a while. Stitching and listening from the balcony. Are you working on a blanket? She has recently found quilting.
Oh, I love quilting. My quilting buddy passed away, and I miss her so much. She was also my ex-mother-in-law, but we were like way better friends than we were in-laws.
Hey, Di. Welcome.
Yeah.
All right, Denise. How long have you been crafting?
Oh my gosh. Probably the first thing I can remember doing was probably, oh gosh, what are those? Not a rag rug, but the little things where you would stick the little hook through and loop it around.
Oh, the hook and loop?
Yes.
The hook and loop rugs? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I remember doing that whenever I was like 8 years old. And my mom taught me how to embroider whenever I was probably 10. Of course, she had me threading her sewing machine as soon as I could because she couldn't see. And now I understand, and I wish I had a little girl here to thread my sewing machine.
Right.
I say that's why I don't sew anymore because I can't see to thread the damn thing. But anyway.
Oh, I know what you mean. And my needle threader that's on my machine is not working. So, yeah, it's a battle.
Well, I found a big pack of like 30 needle threaders, and I snatched those things up so fast.
Right.
maybe that way I can always at least have one around when I need it.
Right. Hopefully.
Yeah. And Mom did not teach me how to sew on a machine. She, I guess she thought I would break the machine or something. So whenever I got married, and we moved into our first little house. Of course, we were broke as hell. And so I decided I would make out curtains. How hard can it be? And I was right. It wasn't that hard. And I just measured the windows and measured the fabric and added a couple inches here and there. And they came out pretty good. But I taught myself how to use a sewing machine. And that was at 19. But I've always had something going on, painting this or, sewing on that or something. But kind of got out of it for a while when I fell in love with gardening. And now my knees and my heat intolerance won't let me garden anymore. So I'm back in the house doing this.
Back to crafting again. Back to crafting again.
Yep. And I kind of look at gardening that way too, Gardening
it seems like crafting seems like one of those things where it's like you do it when you're younger. Mm-hmm. And you maybe do it a little bit, but through your years as a younger adult and stuff, And
Yep.
then once you start getting older, it's like, okay, I'm going to pick crafting back up again.
Yep. Well, you have
It's
those
like,
in between years where you have kids, and so you're running them to places, and it's just stuff like
right.
that. And you're
You just
building
don't have the
a
time.
career, and you just don't have time for it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then at our age, you realize you have to make time for it, or you'll go start raving mad.
Right. Yep. Need to do something else other than work and just sit around and watch TV.
I can't tell you
Yeah.
the last show on television I watched because I just don't
Oh,
watch TV.
I watch YouTube. That's all I watch anymore for the past, like, at least year.
Yeah, it's gotten that
Yeah.
way for me too.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Ellen. Hey, Julie.
Let's see who else is in here. Oh,
Di, you know that.
yeah.
Oh, okay. She's talking to Di. Okay.
I
Hey, Saul. Welcome. Welcome.
my kids, I've got twins, and whenever I was pregnant with them, I sewed their entire layette, and then all of their crib, you know, the back in the day whenever we could do a crib bumper and a quilt and, and a dust
Right.
ruffle. Now everything's
Right.
a hazard, right? But I made all that times two, and it was fun. I enjoyed doing it. And
So
now
is that you have just the two boys that are the twins?
no, I have my babies are 35. They'll be 36 this year.
Oh,
No,
wow.
I know. And then my daughter, she is 27, and she's my surprise.
Right.
But I love her, and I'm so tickled with all my babies. There's moments I still want to pinch them, just kind of like straighten up and act right. But for the most part, I get a kick out of hanging out with them. We have a
Do
good
they
time.
live close?
My daughter lives an hour away in one direction, and the boys live an hour away in the other direction.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. My daughter
So
lives,
fairly close
yeah, well,
for
yeah, we're close enough
for
that
country living.
if we're country, and we're close enough that if they need me, I can be there quick. But we're not
Right.
so close that I'm in their business or that they're in my business. So, you know.
So
They go-
did they move out of the country into the city then? Is that what they did?
Well, I don't know that you would even call it city because we only have, I think, 3 of those actually in the whole state. But Mississippi, we're pretty rural everywhere. But
Everywhere.
but my boys do live in a college town. They live where Mississippi State University is. So it's
Okay.
whenever school's not in session, it is very small town. But whenever the students are there, it goes from being a town of 10,000 to a town of 50,000.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
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 But we like it. I've always said that if I was going to move anywhere, that it would be to Starkville. And but now my daughter's the other direction. So I'm like, damn it, I'm doomed to stay where I'm at. I live,
Right.
I live in a town of 2,000 people. I'm in a little bitty place. But I like it. I like it here.
Yeah.
I like my
That's
sweet little job with my little bitty hospital with my little handful of patients. I could do this till I retire. Of course, I'd love to retire tomorrow. Who am I kidding?
Well, yeah. Yeah. Exactly. The older you get, it's like, am I really not that? I really have to wait this much longer. Seriously.
Oh, I know.
Seriously.
I'm thinking my back are like, you have got to be kidding me.
Cheryl says she got in lots of trouble at Mississippi State back in the day.
Oh, really now? Okay.
Did you go to Mississippi State, Cheryl?
Let's see here.
That's
Gotta go
cool.
back and see this. Yep. Mississippi State has a great campus. Beautiful, beautiful school.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, none of my kids graduated from there or even attended for that long. But one of my sons wound up going to the W, which is Mississippi. It's now the W, but it used to be Mississippi University for Women. And he and his wife both went. Yes, they admit men, straight men even. And and they both got a degree in paralegal studies. And now he is over maintenance for like this massive student living complex. And the other son owns a music store in Starkville. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And they're
Very nice.
big time into music. The one that doesn't have the music store is a drummer. And the one that does have a music store is more of a guitarist.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We got
How
a lot
fun.
of people in the family.
Fun.
Yeah.
So so you have done all these different things. What kind of a crafter would you call yourself now then?
A lazy crafter. A very ADHD crafter. Okay, I'm going to sit here and I'm just going to look and I'm going to tell you what I spy, what craft that goes with. Okay, I am
Okay.
looking at, all right, I'm looking at 3 Cricut machines. I've got a Maker 3, I've got an Explorer 3, and I bought a Joy 2 a few weeks ago, which I adore. It is so cute. It's like a purse-sized Cricut. You can't beat it. Okay. And then I've got the flat heat press. I've got the tumbler press. I've got the Moog press. And then look over here. Oh, look, there's all my ribbon for bows that I never make. About 200 rolls of Cricut vinyl. Anyway, a lot of wood stuff that I can paint and do that I have yet to fool with. But I see it and I go, oh, I can make this. And then I bring it home and I forgot what I was going to make with it. So I put it over here in the corner. And I've got lots of mesh ribbon to make the big wreaths out of and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. Mhm. Scrapbooks. I've got blank scrapbooks. The ADD is strong in this one, girl. The ADD is real strong in this one. And the card making, which is right here, on my desk, and the tatting, which I just picked back up. Funny story about the tatting. My first husband, or as I refer to him, my baby daddy, even though that we were together for 7 years before we had kids. But anyway, he's still baby daddy. The night that he asked me to marry him, we were both nervous wrecks because I knew it was coming. And basically, it wasn't him asking me to. It wasn't him asking me to marry him. It was him asking his parents if we could get married. And because he had already asked my mom and dad, and they were like, "Well, of course." And we were 19. We were both in school together. Broke as hell. Didn't have a job. Can we get married? For what? Why?
Right? Why? You don't even know how to be adults.
I know, right? And so anyway, so he stayed up all night with his dad, figuring out how we were going to make this work. And his mother took me into the other room and taught me how to tat. And that was how I learned how to tat. On May the 12th.
Aww.
So it has been, what is this? This was in 1988. So we're going on, 38 years I know how to tat? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you just recently picked it back up, right?
Right. I had not picked up a shuttle in, probably 20 years. And
Because I remember one of my lives, I don't remember why tatting came up.
Some kind of crocheted edging or something that somebody was putting in a journal, and I was like,
oh, that's right. It was Joyce had sent me that. It was for my birthday, my channel's birthday. She had sent me that page that had the lace that had been crocheted or something onto the edge of it.
yeah,
And we couldn't figure out whether it was actual crochet or tatting.
right.
And you're like, hey, I know how to tat. And then
Like
there
that.
she goes.
That's it. That's all it took. And I started playing with it tonight. I'm like, well, I'll go ahead and get a little bit started. So if I run out of something else to do, I can sit up here and play with that. So
Right. Welcome.
Defam Adventures. Yeah,
Defam Adventure.
Yep, they're going on our cruise with us here in a few weeks.
There was somebody else. Hey, Zippy. Welcome.
So we got Danny.
There was someone else that I just saw. Who was it?
Let me skip back. Sharon Rowland.
What would Pampire do? We all know. Who knows all her ADHD? I am ADHD, but I don't have that many crafts, thank God.
Oh, girl.
Sharon Rowland. That was the other one that I had just seen.
Our craft is making earrings.
I see that. She said she has 500 pairs.
Yeah. Yep. That's her claim to fame is her earrings. Every day she gives us an update on how many pairs she's got now.
How many pairs she got?
It's like,
and how many of them does she wear?
Well, she's only got 2 ears, which I can't say anything. I've got 3 holes in each ear, so theoretically you could wear 3 pairs?
Right, that's a lot of earrings. There's 6 pairs of earrings, so yeah. Yeah, that's a whole lot of earrings you can put on.
That's a whole lot of ears. That's a lot of ears.
So, strange question.
Oh boy. Okay.
What got you over to my channel then? Because you haven't mentioned junk journaling in there at all.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Because I'm
It's
so
okay.
chicken to get
You do
started.
not have to be a junk journaler to hang out
Okay.
at my channel at
Okay.
all.
Do it.
So that's what I was saying. I'm just like, okay, she
Right
hasn't
on.
mentioned junk journaling as a craft, so
Yeah.
let's figure out how she got to me.
And it's not for lack of not wanting to. It's just I'm one of these people. I see something that I want to learn how to do, so I will go buy all the accessories, all the
Right.
things to do it with, and then I just sit here and stare at it because it's like, where do I even start? I'm sitting over here. I've
Right.
got 2 whole things over here. I'll show you of Timmy stuff that I bought, on the big Hobby Lobby markdown of 2026 that I had no idea where to start. Because that's why. But no, I was flipping through. Hey, let's see who's on live on YouTube in the middle of the night one night. I think I was at work, and I came across your channel, and I'm like, ooh, they're doing paper stuff, cool. And I'm just really getting into this card making thing. Maybe a year. I started out with the Cricut thing, and then it kind of evolved thanks to Linda because she's a Cricut / card maker. She does both,
Right.
and anyway, so I just kind of came across your channel, and I was like, as Frida would say, y'all are my favorite freaks. I love y'all. It's great. It's like having a midnight family. It's like, okay, kind of cool. I like these people.
/ comedy act.
Y'all are as crazy as I am. I like these people. Weird like
Maybe
this.
crazy. I'm hanging. Hey Diana, welcome. And we can just keep adding the crazies to it as we go. Well,
And I'm sorry, every time I look down here and I see "Hold Me Closer," Tiny Cactus, I laugh
oh
my
my
ass
God.
off. I'm just saying. I'm sorry if I offend too. I let words flop out of my mouth that I should be saying rosemary for. People in the Christian community are going, say what?
Rosemary Street. Yeah.
Anyway.
Rosemary's. Have you ever accidentally dropped one of those over on your channel?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And they're like, what? Rosemary? What?
Oh no, not a rosemary. I haven't done
Oh,
that.
not a rosemary, just the words. Just the words.
I don't think I'll explain it to them. I think I'll just let them wonder.
Yeah. That's funny. So when did you first discover junk journaling then?
On your channel, really? Seriously.
On my channel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have really I'm enthralled, I'm intrigued. And I just sit back and I watch what y'all do because it's like y'all take like the cheesecloth, you spray it with coffee and you let it sit there and you dry it with your heat gun and then you tear it apart and you make a cute little cluster with it. And I'm like, that is cool as hell. How does she who thought of that? It just blows my mind. And then you take that, and then you put it on a page that to me I would just take a piece of paper and glue it to another piece of paper.
Right.
Right. You dye it, and you texturize it, and do different things to it. Give it a little shimmer, and it just blows my mind. I'm like, who can look at a piece of paper and see that? Because I don't have that. I'm really good at following directions, but I'm boring as hell because it's like the card making. This right here, you see what I'm doing? I'm sitting here and I'm taking my little pieces to my little different colors, Of course, I'm doing Wonder Woman. She's not that hard to figure out, but
right.
but it's just I don't have that artist vision like that, and I really envy y'all. You and Di just blow my mind. And
Well,
everybody
Di's Thursday small bites would be perfect for you then, because
yeah, I watch.
Yep. She's doing things where she's showing you how to do different stuff and then use all of that inside of a journal. And Di has a ton of different techniques that she uses, and yeah, she's
a true artist. I mean, not to say that you're not, but like you said this morning though, she's more into that side of it because I was asking about some gesso.
Gesso, yes.
What is this gesso you speak of, and how do you use it? What's it for?
Right.
And, yeah. So that kind of thing. Oh, I see.
And that's definitely that's definitely more of a die side. I know how to use it for the limited things I know, but I don't know what its original purpose was for, because
Yep.
with junk journaling, 90% of the stuff that we use had a different purpose at some point, and
Right, right.
we change its purpose and use it how we want to. So,
Exactly. And that's the cool thing that I do love, is I'm yeah, I'm a Gen Xer and you are too. And our generation wasn't raised on reuse, recycle, renew, and all this stuff. It was like use
no,
it,
God, no.
chunk it,
No.
But the fact that
Yeah.
the way that y'all can take one thing, that something that was made for one purpose, and turn around and use it for something completely different. Like again, I'm like, how did you even think of that? Where did that even
Right?
come from?
Right?
So
Yeah.
it's really
That's
cool to
the
do.
part that's always blown my mind, is who had the time to sit here and think about that and decide that that's how they were going to do that and that's what they were going to use
Yes,
it for.
yes,
Hey, hey,
exactly.
Jelly Shelly. Hey, Debbie Epps. Welcome, welcome.
I like what Di said. Sparkle that.
Sparkle it. Those small bites or clusters make a pretty card topper too. Yes, exactly.
Ooh,
Exactly. So some of like the clusters and stuff that I've been doing, those would make good card toppers. And the things that Di has been doing with her small bites would make perfect card toppers too.
yep,
So there's
yep.
a lot of, and that's the thing too. I mean, a lot of things that with junk journaling is just uh, there's things that we borrowed from scrapbooking. There's things that are borrowed from card making, mixed media. There's just junk journaling is it's kind of like your junk drawer,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
everything just gets tossed in there and you use a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and yeah, yeah,
We had that discussion this morning. Somebody asked if there was Jimmy on the Astute Tours. He said, do you have a junk drawer in your house? And I'm like, I have a junk house with a
right.
drawer in it. And there happens to be a
That's my
drawer in it.
that's my craft room. Thank you very much.
Exactly right.
Junk drawer.
Look, I came out with it. I got the tatting shuttle in the ball of thread, and I rolled it up, and I sit up there and started tatting. And Dwayne turned around and looked at me, and he said, "You mean to tell me you've got an entire room upstairs? This room is huge. I'm not lying. It's like a 20 by 20 room." He says, "That room up there is full, and you're going to come down here with a Ziploc bag and do a whole craft with just that?" I said, "Just leave me
With
alone."
just that, I'm like, yes, shush. That's funny. Hey, Linda Tucci, welcome, welcome.
Hold me closer, tiny cactus.
Um, so a lot of my questions aren't going to apply because they're not the normal.
I
Um,
know I'm weird
no,
like
but it's okay. It's
that.
okay. Um, so as you have started doing crafts and stuff,
Hmm.
what are the ones? What is it that that are kind of appearing to be the main ones that you really prefer doing?
Ooh, that's hard because I love all of them. I really do. I love the instant gratification from the cricket stuff. I can sit down and some people in this chat, Linda, can look at something, look at a card and say, "Oh well, I don't have that die set." And if it was me and I saw a card, "Oh, I don't have that die set." Oh well, I'll go find something else to do, Or here, let me look through my dies and find something that I do have, and do something
Right.
completely different. No, Linda can look at something and she'll go through design space, or she will just sit down and she can design whatever on the screen that she saw somebody making a card that she doesn't have the
Yeah.
die for. And
Yeah.
again, that just blows my mind. How do you do that? And she's like, "Oh, it's working with SVGs, and you can do that." A what? Well, but whenever the urge hits me, and I do have and I happen to have my laptop with me, which I can do it on my phone, but I like it better on my laptop. Um,
Yeah.
Whenever I get hit, it's like you get that little bolt of lightning, and you know what I'm talking about. And you just
Yep.
sit down and boom, and there's your design, and that's exactly what you wanted, and you did it from scratch. And when you make it and it comes out exactly like you pictured it in your mind, oh, that's the best
Right.
feeling in the world. That is the bee's knees right there. That's like
Exactly.
That's for some of us. That's like having a grandbaby.
Right?
Anyway, but, so I guess it's probably actually chasing the dopamine. We were talking about the ADD
Yeah,
thing,
yeah, yeah.
and
Yep.
that's probably what this is. Not just the buying it, because I do get the dopamine from the shopping now. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
But
Right.
getting to do something else with it too is really cool. Is really cool.
Yeah, being able to make something out of it and then say, I did that. I
Exactly.
did that.
And you get
And
that
then
feeling.
giving it to somebody and they're like, whoa, you did this? It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that cool? I love that feeling. Like, ooh, I did that. It's like this little thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw this on a Facebook reel. This girl, the vintage something journal, I can't remember what her thing. She showed how to make these little paper dolls, and it's one piece of paper,
Isn't that the funnest?
and it's just all in the way that you fold it and you glue it, and then you put
Yep.
your thing on there. And I got on a tangent at work, and I'd take a piece of paper, and I was making these doll dresses all over the place. Well, there was another thing. It was an advent calendar. I think May made it, had it on there, and where you would fold and have the little Christmas trees. And so I was like, oh, this is cool. Well, we didn't have any decorations up at work. So I started making little Christmas trees, but I was making them out of whatever color copy paper we had on hand. So we had pale yellow Christmas trees and light blue Christmas trees, but everybody got a kick out of it. They're like, "How are you doing?"
Well, and then you started making those angels too that I was making.
Yep. And I did the angels too, and I gave those to several people, because they're like, "Oh, would you make me an angel?" I'm like, "Well, it's."
You made them out of, but there was something that you were using from the hospital that you were doing for the heads.
It was a medicine cup and
yes,
and a cotton ball.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I can't even remember how to make it now. I'm trying to picture in my mind, like, okay, what did it look like? And that's another thing. My short-term memory, y'all, West Nile ain't no joke. Please use your voice great. But my short-term memory is squad. And whatever, I talk about going and buying all the stuff for a project, and then I get home and I can't remember what I bought it for. That sucks. But
you need a notebook to carry around with you to write
it down. And, yeah.
And write it down.
Yes. I got so many projects saved somewhere.
You're right. Yeah, then it becomes a problem of where did I put that notebook that I wrote all that stuff down?
Exactly. That's the one.
Between short-term memory and ADHD, it's like, wait a minute, this is not working for me.
You forgot memory. You forgot menopause in there, okay?
Oh, and menopause. Yep. Exactly. So, what would you say then is your favorite one right now?
Right now, probably card making.
If you were going to do something, what would you think? Oh, I want to do this crafty, or I want to do that crafty.
If I could only pick one craft, I would probably pick the Cricut stuff, because I can do so much with that. I can make a card, and I can make a T-shirt, and I can make a coffee mug, and I can make, I can do different things with that one thing. So, but it's like, it's a matter of liking different things for different reasons. I like that because of the different things I can do. That I like the tatting because, number one, it reminds me of a precious person, that was my best friend and my other mother, and it's so portable. I can stick it in this Ziploc bag right here. I can put this shuttle into this tiny little Ziploc bag, and I'm set. Give me a roll of thread.
You can take that to work easily, whereas your Cricut is a little bit harder to transport.
Exactly. It's like me doing diamond art at work. Don't y'all tell anybody at work I do diamond art. They know. But they know, come on now. Everybody goes to sleep for the most part, by 10 or 11 o'clock at night. And, what are you going to do? And I'm not going to sleep at work. No, none of us do. We can't. But I'm not going to because of reasons. But so, I do the diamond art. I forgot to mention that, if you even call that art. I guess it is.
You were ugging it last night, though, so I don't know. Was it driving you crazy or?
Oh, girl. That thing right there kept me from pillow therapy, somebody. Ooh, mercy. But I just like doing it for the relief, for the stress relief. It's good for get away from everybody else when they're getting on your nerves. You can go hide in your craft room and just start doing stuff. And And when you
Yep.
go through, you've gotten away from everybody, you've gotten in a better mood, and hey, you've got a T-shirt or something or a
Right.
car.
Woohoo.
Woo! Hey, girl, you're saying my word over there now. We're the woohoo over here. We're all,
Right. Welcome, Eddie Lugo.
hey, Eddie. Eddie's one that another one of mine. I was on
Yep.
with him earlier today.
Another
And
one of your traveling people.
yep, another one of my cruise buddies.
Nice, nice. So tell us about that. Tell us about your cruise and stuff.
Okay, let's see. Um, Thanksgiving. Let me see. What year was this? It won't take me just but a second to find it. I will tell you exactly when this bug bit me. It started.
Because that seems to be a bigger bug than the other one.
Oh, it's a big bug. On November the 22nd, which was Thanksgiving Day of 2018, my best friend had called me up about a month before and said, "Hey, you want to go on a cruise?" I'm like, "What?" Because, girl, I was so broke I couldn't pay attention. I was coming out of an ugly, ugly, nasty divorce and working my tail off, and I had taken some time off from work to take care of my mom. She passed with stroke, which today is 16 years. But before that, she had Alzheimer's and she was diabetic. She had breast cancer and all this stuff. And I had just, whenever I had my neck surgery, she was getting sick, and it was like, okay, I need to take care of her. And then when she
Right.
passed, I took it a whole lot harder than I thought I did, um, than I thought I would. But she was my best friend. And
Right.
also, I'm bipolar, and apparently, I also have attachment disorder. And it took me a really long time to get over that. And I have moved in. That was when my divorce came about. In sickness and in health does not mean the same things to everybody. Just saying.
No. No.
Um, anyway, so I wound up moving in with my other brother. We moved out to the country to his little house, and I went back to school. I was going to be a social worker, and after about 6 months, I realized no, some folks just need killing, and I needed to go back to work. I needed to go back to being a nurse because if I was a social worker, I would be in prison. Um, you know what I'm talking about, girl.
Yes, I do. I do.
Baby,
I do.
you see what them babies go through. And anyway, so I went back to work, and I had just been back at work just a few months when Christine was like, "I want to take you on this trip. You don't, you don't have to pay anything. Just pack for a few days. You know, one little suitcase. Oh no, honey." I think I brought every stitch of clothes that I own, which only began my continued problem with overpacking. But anyway, we hopped on a little bitty ship, out of Mobile, and went to Cozumel for a day, and then turned around and came back. And girl, I got bit by that bug. But the first 2 days I was on that ship, all I did was sleep. But whenever I came to life, it was in Cozumel, and I was like, "Holy smoke, what have I missed?" But when you're in an interior room, there's no light, and you can sleep like that. And anyway,
Right.
but there were people everybody was having a good time, and the drinks were flowing, the music was playing, and it was just really cool, and everybody was smiling. I was like, "Oh man, this is so cool." And before we left, it was like I felt this great weight leave, come off my shoulders, and I realized that I had been holding that tension in for probably years,
Oh
and
yeah.
it fell off of me in the middle of the Gulf, and so that did it. And I met Dwayne in the middle of, well, we had known each other for a very long time. Um, Long story there, but anyway, we got together during COVID, and I said, "Hey, let's go on a cruise." Okay. Well, then they started canceling cruises, canceling cruises, canceling cruises. We'd rebook, they'd cancel that one. We'd rebook, they'd cancel that one. And they finally turned us loose, and we could go cruise. So we hopped on a ship out of New Orleans and did Cozumel again, but we also went to Progreso and did some sightseeing. Uh, Went and saw Chichen Itza, which is one of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites, where one of the big Mayan ruins and all. And it was just,
Uh huh.
I just love the fact that I can hop on the ship. I don't have to cook. I don't have to clean. I don't have to make my bed. All I got to do is pick up my drawers out of the floor, put on a t-shirt and a pair of shorts and a pair of flip flops, and I'm good for the day. You know,
Right.
But I'm
Yep.
still going to overpack, and take 38 outfits for 4-day cruise, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Whenever I wear the same t-shirt and shorts for a week. But anyway, uh,
Right.
but we've met this group of people, and you see half of them are in here right now. And we did a group cruise the next year and fell in love with that. Oh my gosh, these people are insane. Do you hear me? But we had the most fun. We laughed so hard and so loud that we are all going home with sore ribs from laughing so much. And we've gained 15 pounds from all the great food we've been eating.
Oh, of course.
But it's just something about getting out there in that water. Just like I said, that tension just gets away. And right now, girl, I need it. Oh, do I need it? But we only cruise about once a year, so we try to make it count. And we usually go on Halloween. And this will be the first year that we have not gone on Halloween since we've been together. And
Oh,
and
wow.
yeah, and Halloween's kind of our sweet spot for cruising. But anyway, but we'll be okay. It'll be all right. We can survive without, because we're going again next February, so it'll be all right. But that
Oh, so
is,
you got the next one's planned already then, huh?
oh yeah, we plan them at least a year out. Well, it's
Oh,
kind of like
wow.
that whole girl math thing, where if you, because you can pay for them by the month, pay on them and pay on them
Yes.
and pay on them. So
Yeah.
I try to book as right as I can. So of course, halfway to time, it's paid off. So I'm like, woo, free cruise.
Right. Well, and it doesn't hit your checking account all at the same time.
Right. That's exactly right. And what you do is you get that one paid off, and then you go ahead and book the next one. So
And book the next one and start paying it off.
that's it.
So I've seen a couple videos that I don't know how I got there and why I was watching them, but a couple videos of people that actually live on cruise ships
Hmm.
once they retire. Has that been a thought in your head at all?
Not really. Not really. I
No.
love the grands too much, and my kids, and I'm one of those weird people that when I go to see my grandbabies, I love my grandbabies. Don't get me wrong, but I love my kids. I love them as adults in a way that I didn't as whenever they were kids. I love my kids when they were kids too. Don't get me wrong, but it's just different.
Right.
And they've been there with you through everything from for the last 35 years. These guys have
Right.
been with me, and we're I don't get to see them as much as I'd like, but we talk, maybe not every day, but several times a week. And even if it's just sending silly memes and reels and stuff back forth to each
Right.
other. But
Right.
I love the relationship that I have with my kids, and I don't want to be that far away from them for that long. But would I
Yeah.
take a 15-day journeys cruise from, like, say, Barcelona to here? Oh, honey, you better believe it. Give me the PTO. I will be there. Without me for a couple of weeks. It'd be all right.
So what's the longest cruise you've ever been on?
8 days. And this one
Yeah.
is an 8-day coming up. Yep. Shortest was 4.
I-
I think 7 days is the sweet spot, 7 or 8 days. But I'm ready to
Yeah.
get by about day 6. I'm like, okay, I'm getting homesick.
We get that way, even though we plan, long trips when we go to Australia because it's so far away and we only really get to see them once a year.
Right.
We plan the long trips, but then like about a week and a half into it, we're like, wow, I really want to be home, but I really want to be here with them, but I really want to be at home. And,
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And
because we usually go for like 3 weeks. So
and so much of so much of our thing too is wishing they could be there with us. That would be the best of both worlds.
yeah.
But like us, we all have bills to pay. Mama didn't marry rich. She always married for love, like an idiot. But
Right.
every time I say I'm marrying for money next time, damn it. No, I didn't. And God sends me the most broke. Never mind. I'm kidding.
So when you go cruising, do you take any crops with you?
No, I don't, because I'm not going to have time to work on them. I might actually take my tatting this time, though. I might. No promises. We're driving to Miami, and it is going to be about right at 900 miles. And hopefully we'll split the drive this time. The last drive when we went to Jacksonville, I drove all the way there and all but 10 miles of the way back to prove a point. Yeah, but it was to prove a point, and I got through it. I was pissed, but I got through it, and it didn't wear me out as bad as I thought. So I'm like, well, and with what's going on with TSA right now, I'm glad that we are driving. Um, but then again, with what's going on with gas prices, I'm just kind of sick on my stomach. It's like, oh God. But we're going to try to do it all
Right?
in one day.
It's all like crazy.
Yeah, and the bad thing is, I don't really dread the drive to Miami. I think from what I've seen, I'm dreading more the drive from the hotel to the port because they're doing all kind of construction at the port, and it is a nightmare down there. I'm like, oh God, why don't we have teleportation yet? Come on.
Right? I mean, that's something that they showed way back that we were going to have by the year 2000.
The
Where
jet
is it?
promised us teleportation.
Right? See, that's my problem when we travel.
Oh God, it is so long to Australia.
And even when we went to Oregon,
Really?
even when we just drove up to Oregon, I had more suitcase with crap stuff in it than I did with clothes.
That's cool. That is cool.
My big suitcase has crap stuff. The little suitcase has clothes.
We have friends in our community which you met them. You remember Sean that came in that's from Australia? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What is your tie to Australia now? I know that you've got, you've got family. Your husband has family there, but
Yes.
is he also from? Is that
No.
Yeah.
No, he was born, raised in Central Valley, Bay Area, kind of Bay Area, more like San Francisco area, and then moved up this direction.
Okay.
Once his parents moved up here. No, he's got 4 daughters.
Oh,
and the one that lives in Australia right now, she decided that she wanted to go to college in Hawaii.
Okay.
And so she went off to college in Hawaii, and then she's got a doctorate in social science, but it has to do, well, it used to have to do with the fisheries side of it, where making sure that there was enough fish in the ocean for the ocean and for us.
Okay.
And so she's always both her and her husband are social scientists. They both got doctorates. They work for the college in Sydney.
Okay.
But when she got her degree and everything, and when she was done with her doctorate, she got a job over in Australia.
Okay.
At the college over there. So, and she had before that, so her husband, she met through going to all of the conventions and stuff for their careers. Okay. Yeah, and so she knew him through that, and then she just got lucky enough to get a job at the same college as they had started dating, and they ended up getting married and stuff. He's from back east somewhere, from not Maine, somewhere over there. Maine, somewhere in New England that's where he grew up. But same career, and he's been in Australia a lot longer than she has. He's worked there at that college for a long time before they had started dating and stuff. So, but there's the only connection to Australia is that's where she ended up because of her job, and they absolutely love it there. So
that's cool.
The 2 little boys are considered Aussie boys because they were born there and have Aussie accents, and
that's so cute.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. So
and your husband has 5 girls. Bless his heart. I always heard
4 girls. 4 girls. Yeah. Yeah.
I saw a sign one time that said there's a special bathroom in heaven for the father of daughters. And you can have however many daughters you want to. So in his case, he'll have a special bathroom in heaven, no doubt.
He kept wanting to have a boy, and so they kept, even though he didn't like her, they kept trying.
That's hilarious. But I get it.
Because he wanted a boy, but it didn't. Yeah, it just never happened. Because it was funny when we were getting married. I said something about, because my brother has 4 kids and my sister has 4 kids, but my sister had 3 girls and a boy, and my brother has 2 of each.
Okay.
And so I said something one time about my brother and his clan, and he's like, "Yeah, why would he want to have 4 kids? Why would he ever want to have 4 kids?" And I'm like, "Well, there's the kettle calling the pot black. I mean,
Exactly.
come on, dude, you have 4. You have 4. Well, I wanted a daughter or a boy, though. That's my opinion."
Well, it's worked out pretty cool on the grandparent front because my twins, each of them have a son and a daughter, and my daughter has a son. But she says she's a one and done. So we'll see how this,
Yeah.
they only got one and he's about to turn 2. But I really do think, though, she had a kind of a traumatic delivery and all that. So
She's like, "I'm not doing this again. That was just too much."
Yeah, I'm not doing this crap again.
Yeah, that's what it was. He's like, "I want a boy. That's all. That's all."
Yep, that's it. We're set. The family name
Does
has been passed on.
Yep. Does my bonus daughter have an Aussie accent? No, she doesn't. They neither she or her husband do. They have things. They don't have an accent, but they have things that they say that are definite Aussie statements. Like a lot of things that Di says, they say too.
Yeah.
Things that Riley and Di and Jill and all those guys that they say.
Mm-hmm.
My bonus daughter and her husband say the same kind of things, just without an accent.
Okay.
Hey, Sandy Peppers.
I'm tickled. I just saw what Linda said. Let me go back to it. She said, "I love crafting, but if I ever get to go on a cruise, I ain't crafting."
I can't not. I can't not crap. Like I would seriously take it up. I would take something with me. Like we went camping and I took pussy cutting.
Really?
And I sat there and I pussy cut. Yeah, while we were sitting at the campfire and stuff. That's just.
But it's relaxing for you. And
yeah.
If for some
well,
of us,
no, pussy cutting is not relaxing. Pussy cutting is not relaxing for me. But I thought, okay, this is something I can take with me and not make a whole big. It doesn't take up a lot of room, and it's not going to make a whole big mess. Because this was camping in Australia.
Oh.
And the place that we were going, it was for Easter. We went to this island that they have campsites right there on the island, and they have an Easter egg hunt the next morning on Easter morning. And so we went there, but to get there, we had to go by ferry. So you can't take a whole lot of stuff with you because you got to go by ferry. And you're not wanting to take a ton of stuff onto the ferry itself. Luckily, like the bedding and the tents and all that stuff is provided, so it's just you have to take food and that kind of stuff, but the bedding and everything's provided, so that's not as bad. But it was
But
I needed something small.
I don't know that I could ever camp in Australia because I have had it stuck in my head for so long that everything in Australia is trying to kill you.
No.
The squitters, the snakes, the crocodile, the dingo will eat your baby.
So that's that a lot of that stuff is out in the outback, and most people don't go out in the outback.
Yeah.
Julie, we went to not Canary, Cockatoo Island, which also happened to be a ex-prison, ex-girls reform school. Kind of, it's got historical meaning as well, but we didn't get to go do any of that part of it because my son-in-law was like really sick at the time and really should have stayed home, but
y'all have been
didn't want
to. Sandy, I live in Mississippi. I live in central Mississippi.
She's another Juju.
Dangerously close to the Alabama line, but that's as close as I want to get to Alabama.
Right.
Which Ron, the Fam Adventures, they're from Alabama, and he's always giving me the roll tide roll thing.
Oh God, what part of? So how far are you from Juju?
I'm not sure exactly where she lives, but I think I've got a pretty good idea. I would say about 3 hours.
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all. We could do
But
a meal.
Mississippi's not a huge. It's a long state, isn't it? Not.
It is. It's pretty long.
Oh,
It's probably if you stuck your foot in it, you could probably get from the Gulf Coast to Memphis in about 6 hours because it's a straight shot. Just go right up the highway, right up the interstate. But
right.
it's as far as width, we're maybe 2.5 hours across. You know,
Oh
um,
wow.
yeah, I can be at my best friends in Vicksburg in like an hour and 15 minutes. Not bad at all.
Oh wow. Yeah.
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 So.
Yeah. That's not California.
No, 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 no. I've been to California. We drove to Sacramento from Valencia, and it was a 5 hour drive. And we were like,
Yep.
"Holy hell!" And we're only halfway across the state. What?
Yep.
Because we only
Yep.
wanted to go see the redwoods and all this stuff, and go to San Francisco, and it was just like we would
And
have
that's
to take 2 weeks off to see the whole state. This is crazy.
Yeah, you would. It's crazy. It's really not. Yeah. Well, and then there's mountains. There's mountains and valleys and twisty turnies all over the place, and it's just
A lot of that stuff. We got to see a lot of that. We were an hour from the ocean, so we could go to the Pacific Ocean. And people ask me the
Yep.
difference between the Pacific and the Atlantic. And to me, the Pacific Ocean is angry because it's so dark and it's cold, and the Atlantic
cold. Yeah.
is more the light blue and warm and inviting. And
Yeah.
it's
We've got beautiful coasts, but the water is cold.
yeah, the water is very freaking cold. We went to
Yes.
Ventura and walked along the beach. And all the black in the sand, and it was like, what is this? Is lava. Wow, that's
Yep.
cool.
Yeah.
That's something we don't see a lot of on the Atlantic side.
Yeah. No, we have a lot of, like, especially up Oregon way and stuff. We got a lot of really pretty coastline and stuff. But yeah, but the water is definitely cold. The ocean is cold. It's not like during the summertime in San Francisco and stuff. That's where we go because it's 40 degrees cooler.
Yeah,
We'll be in the hundreds and they'll be in the 60s. So
exactly.
we head off there.
So long you cover 3 or 4 different climates. Seriously.
Right.
Well, we talk about here. It's like, okay, the daffodils bloomed here a month ago. 2 weeks before that, they bloomed in the southern part of the state, and 2 weeks after us, the northern part of the state got their daffodils. So we cover like a month of growing. Y'all cover like 3 months of growing.
Well, yeah, because Southern California is more deserty.
Yep.
And then you've got the Central Valley that's very fertile and yeah.
The Bakersfield.
And
yeah.
And then you get up here where it's like super hot, but then you start heading up above us and it's not
It cools
as
off.
hot the closer you get to the Oregon border and stuff. But yeah.
And we have friends in our community that live in not in Seattle, but they're in Washington. And we say, if we ever get to cruise up there, we want to check it out. That we want to go fly out of Washington, fly into Washington and go out of there. Just
Pacific Northwest is gorgeous.
Beautiful.
It's really pretty. Yeah. Yeah. So you've never done an Alaskan cruise before then?
Not yet. I turned 60 in 3 more years, and I would like to make that my 60th birthday cruise is to go to Alaska. So
nice.
If I start saving now, I might have it paid off. I can't.
Mom and Dad did that.
Ma'am?
Mom and Dad did the Alaskan cruise, and they loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, I really do want to go. And, of course, now one of Linda's friends she introduced me to, she lives in Ketchikan, and they fish. And they do commercial fishing up there. And then during the winter, they live in Mexico. So I'm like, I like that. That's the way to do it right there.
That's a major snowbird kind of thing. going from Alaska to Mexico. Yeah, that's major snowbird.
Big time.
That's funny.
But I do want to learn the junk journaling thing. And like I said, I went to Hobby Lobby and went buck wild. See all this mess on my desk.
Oh, you got all the tinny stuff, didn't you?
I got all kind of tinny stuff. And look, I saw something because I had never noticed it. And y'all were talking about it the other night. I have the weird people.
You got the weird people.
I have the weird people. So I was sitting up here and I was like, oh, I need to open it up now and look at all the people.
There's some people that really find their looks and stuff to be weird, and it's just not their style. And and honestly, when I first started doing it, I'm like, why would I put other people in my journals?
Right.
But there's people that, and because I do make most of my journals to sell, it's like there are people that do like those kind of things. So I guess, and I've just kind of like some of the things I've seen that I really like have people in them. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess
it's okay.
I guess I do kind of like having the weird people in there. Some of them, I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, dude, you are not making it in any of my journals because I just can't handle you. You just no. But hey, Jay, welcome. I like finding them in books and cutting them out of books and stuff. I mean, the ones that he has are handy, but I like cutting them out of books and being able to use them that way too, because well, one, they're a lot cheaper.
Finding them organically also, it's that thing of finding things in the wild,
Yes.
And there's that thrill of the hunt. Hobby Lobby is not the hunt, people.
No, it's not. It is thrilling, but it's not the hunt.
It's not the hunt. That's more like going to a baited field.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I like going to the thrift shops and stuff like I used to collect McCoy pottery. My mother was a McCoy from the mountains of Tennessee. And so whenever I discovered McCoy pottery, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool because, that's our family name and all this. And, and I see dealers that have it. I could go to antique shops that have it and they want 4 prices for it. It's ridiculous. But to go to somebody's garage sale and they've got a piece you've never seen or that unicorn that you've been looking for years for $5 on the table or cheaper because it's grandma's crap they're trying to get rid of. They don't
have any connection to it. Yeah.
They have no idea what they've got. And you just go,
right.
Oh, really? Is that so? This is this much? Oh, you can have it for $2. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. And then
you can't act all excited about it.
Love doing that. That's a good thing. That's
hey, Denise, welcome.
Hey, Denise.
Hey, Zell, welcome.
And as far as the card making people, like I said, Linda kind of got me into this, and then I started watching. There's lady Shanna Makes It that I'm watching, and she releases one. If you see me disappear from your feed at 3:00 in the morning for about 15 minutes, it's because Shanna's videos drop at 3:00 in the morning, and I go watch it, and then I come back, and I've got.
And then you come back.
So she's probably who I watch the most, but of course you got the big people, but I'm not. I like the little guy better. I appreciate Gina Kay and Tim and I know these great big people, but I like watching Linda figure it out.
Right?
It's cool. I feel
right.
It's more like you're learning from a friend. You're not just learning with 10,000 of your best friends.
Well, and that's with the bigger channels a lot of times because they don't do lives. They do videos, and then Juju, and then they edit, and so you don't see the mistakes that they make like you do when you're watching my channel.
Or like Linda says, she'll make something for the first time live, so you get to see all the screw ups, all the ways that okay, the directions did not include this. We've got to undo this, do this, and then do that.
Right.
And I like because that's real. That's reality. Whereas, so many of these big people, they've made it 2 or 3 times before they ever step in front of the camera.
Right. Well, and like Linda just said, and I'm not pushing product down your throat.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. That's not something, yeah, we're not, that's
Yeah.
where with those bigger channels, a lot of times they are pushing product down your
And
throat.
I'm
They're
not
trying to get you to buy their digitals or getting you to, they want you to buy this or that or whatever.
Right.
And with us, we're just crafting with what we like.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
And
Hey, Miss
that's
Alex.
down in them, I mean, everybody's got a job, right? And
Right,
and it's
exactly.
probably something that they love doing, and they get to make a living doing it. But
Right.
but I I I get more enjoyment out of watching somebody like me do something like this, and
Right.
and succeed and succeed.
Right.
But I am such a, oh my God, Linda will tell you straight up, enabler, codependent.
Good night, Eddie.
Look at this.
Yeah.
What in the hell am I going to do with stencil butter? I have no idea, but I have 4 jars of it. Because
Oh, girl, watch me. I play with it. Well, that's what I use a lot of that when I do my. I love my stencil butter.
Yeah, I want to play with it, but I don't know what to do with it. I just saw it and I was like, oh my God, look at those colors. That's beautiful. Stencils, yes, I could use that. Now, what am I going to use it for?
On your cards?
Yeah. So, I was sitting up here and looking at
texture your cards.
Wonder Woman has her cape here, and I could put some glitter stencil paste on her cape.
Yep.
Put some little.
Or you could use it for your background.
Yep.
Make a background instead of using paper. Instead of layering papers and stuff for your background, make a background using the stencil, and then put your Wonder Woman over top of her, kind of thing. Or Superwoman over top. You don't have to. You can. Yeah. I mean, it can be all kinds of different things. So yeah.
But you can tell I'm the same for glitter paste, and I love it, and I love this stuff. But it's just like, now what do I do? So
right.
That's why I'm watching you guys, because I sit there. Unfortunately, it's usually whenever I'm either in bed or at work, whenever I don't have my stuff right in front of me, and I'm like, oh.
So you can't do it.
Yeah. I can't play with it on the spot.
Yeah.
So anyway, but yeah, me and Linda enable each other. Hey, did you?
Oh yeah, that's what watching crafting is all about.
Where did you get that? Linda's over here saying, Denise, those stencils you got stockpiled for a starter.
Right?
Yeah.
Right, Linda? We need to show her how to do this stuff.
I like doing stuff like this too. I get the big stencils, and I have this thing for crows, and I don't know why. And I found this stencil with the crow on it, and I think Linda would be proud. I use glossy accents to make an eye for it. But I'm finding myself, I've got all kind of crow dyes and stencils and stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna make like a crow journal. That might be my first journal. Have something to do with crows. Wouldn't that be neat?
That would be fun. That would be way fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of dark.
That would be way fun.
Grungy. Now all my paper is all bright and shiny, but I like, this is definitely more morbid and grungy than I would think I would like, but I think it would be pretty cool on the other hand,
Right.
Oh, and I got a feather dye. Y'all had something that called for a feather, and I can't remember what it was. And this thing,
we were using them when we were doing when I did that journal for my bonus daughter.
Okay.
But Di's also been doing feather stuff with her small bites. There's been a lot of feather stuff that it used in her small bites. So,
yeah. I just saw that. But this dye came
instead of fussy cutting.
Yes. Denise does not like to fussy cut. No.
I don't blame Denise.
I cussed and I cut. Now look, okay. Is Angie in here? God love her. Because I'm fixing to give her PTSD if she is.
Angie knows she's not.
I bet I have 35 pair of scissors in my bag. And not counting all of the trimmers and the rotary cutters and all this stuff. And every time she talks about getting anxiety from the trimmer. And I get it because there are certain things I cannot watch people do. Because I get that sick feeling in the pit of my stomach. It's like, ooh, that's gonna hurt, And nothing ever happens, but it's that fear, and I get it. But I have a problem. I have a real problem. When something happens,
Tammy,
my kids are going to go, "What in the hell? Why, Mom? Why?" I talk about film, and talk about, about his product and all that, and how I just don't care. But you notice I have it. But this is my favorite thing that he has. The scissors. I love his scissors.
Yes, they are comfy.
They are very comfy. I love them.
Yeah, I have my the ones that I use for my bitchy snipping.
Yeah.
I use those. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Scissors.
If you haven't subscribed to Denise yet, her link is up at the top of the chat. You won't see crafting on her. Well, you will occasionally. You'll see bull crafting with Linda. So you'll see some with Linda. But a lot of her stuff is going to be about cruises and stuff. So if you're interested in listening to some of the crazy stuff that they do on their cruises, or talking about cruises, and they are a very funny group. So if you're looking for a laugh in the middle of the night as well, well, not in the middle of the night, early morning is more like it.
Morning. Yeah.
Afternoons, yeah. But yeah. So if you're looking for a laugh, you can head on over there. She and Linda do craft together.
Yep.
But there's not a set schedule. So if you're going to follow her, make sure you set those notifications so that you can see when she is. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, yawn right in the middle of what I was saying. So you can see when she comes on to do her craft and stuff. Is there anything else? Because I know it's way past your bedtime, and it's way past past feeding my tummy time.
Oh yeah.
Is there anything else that you wanted to make sure people knew about you or your channel?
No, I'm pretty good.
Good.
Yeah. I think I've ran my mouth enough tonight. But I get a kick out of hanging out with y'all, and it has been fun. I've got my cruise family, and then now I've got like this little crafting family over here, and it's pretty cool.
Little crafting family that stays up in the middle of the night,
yeah.
when everybody else should be in bed.
Y'all are my people. At least 7 days out of 14.
Right.
On those nights I can't sleep, I come upstairs and watch y'all and listen and giggle, and then I do get to play with my stuff.
Right in the middle of the night when you can't sleep. Yep.
Yep. I just have to do it very quietly because my bedroom is directly below my craft room.
Oh, is it? Well, and your brother's bedroom is connected through the bathroom too. So yeah.
So, he's up all night too. He worked nights for years, just like I have. Our mother.
Oh, so he nights.
Yeah, we come from a long line of night owls.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I'm rogue. I'm going.
Yeah, she's rogue. Well, next time you're awake in the middle of the night and you want to learn how to use some of your little stuff, just say, and we'll do a project and get you using your stuff. So
okay, cool. I would appreciate it. I'd enjoy that.
That would be because that we can do that. We can get you using your stuff. We'll give you Diane. I'll give you directions. Okay. we'll tell you how to do it. We like to tell people what to do.
Tell you where to go and how to get there.
That's why I was a teacher. I could tell all kinds of people what to do. Well, thank you, Denise, for coming on. I appreciate you being here. I know you were really nervous about it, and you're like, why do you want to interview me? I don't do the same kind of stuff as you, but it's nice to learn about people and their other crafts and the other things in their lives and stuff too.
And I do want to get more into this. And I've got the stuff there. I have no excuse. I have the tools. I have a working mind, such as it is. I have able hands and a comfortable chair, and a cat that screams at me too, just like yours does, just not as loud.
Right, another cat table. What was it? Somebody came in and it was Firehorse. Another cat table when they saw Ashley and her cat on the table. Yep, we got cat tables all over the world.
Gypsy's all over the world. Across the room. I'm shocked. She's usually right here at my feet. All right,
wow.
All right.
Alrighty, well, thank you. I appreciate you coming. Thank you for everybody out there, especially for Denise's cruising fam that came over and supported her. I know that what I do over here isn't your cup of tea, but I appreciate you coming over and hanging. And because I know that all of you out there had somewhere else that you could be or something you could be doing but you chose to be here, and that's super grateful. I'm super grateful for that. So I will be on again in about 3 hours.
Oh,
until 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're bored, wake up in the middle of the night, come hang out. Oh, look at that pretty ear. Oh, baby girl. She's so pretty.
yeah. She's the white,
Aww.
yellow, black. But she's a ragdoll mix, and her ragdoll colors are starting to come in now. And her
And
hair,
how old is she?
she's about 8 months old.
She's little thing. Oh,
Oh, she's gonna
baby
be a big
girl.
girl. She's gonna be a big.
Yeah, they get big fast, don't they?
They do.
They go from little teeny tiny to all of a sudden, whoa, dude, where'd you come from?
Yeah. Yeah. Every time I come up, whenever I work, my brother watches after while I'm at work. And if depending on how it is, there's some days I come in from work and I just go straight to bed, straight to sleep, and I just won't see her for a day or two. And then I come back upstairs and I'm like, holy crap, what happened to you? You grew.
You grew so fast.
Well, thank you for having me. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
You are so welcome. So hopefully I'll see you guys in a couple hours. If not, maybe I'll see you in the morning or I'll see you around. Have a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, whatever it is, wherever you are. Loves y'all. Thanks, Denise.
Bye. Her name's Gypsy.
Miss Gypsy.